The livestock's gone mad, and what does he do? Back into the mine he goes. This isn't turning out well at all. Not at all. Sorry, I haven't time for pleasantries. We're having a bit of a crisis here. This is Deepcrag Den, a kwama mine. But something's gone wrong. Some kind of fumes have filled the mine, and the kwama are going crazy. They're attacking the workers. I've been making potions to counter the fumes, but I'm running out of ingredients. My husband, Boril, went back into the mine. What is he thinking? I'm sorry, what did you say? Help? Yes, all right. I need aloe or redweed to make more potions. They grow all around here. You can forage for some, if you're willing. I asked Nelvin and Marolos to gather plants. They might have some, but it wouldn't surprise me if they just ignored me. The workers don't like me very much. Otherwise, check the area. Redweed grows near the rocks. Aloe should be out in the open. Thank you. I really am trying to help. Both plants will work in the potion, so anything you find will help.
They say there are fumes in the mine, but I don't see how that's possible. We're raising kwama, not digging for minerals. As usual, Boril's wife wants someone else to do her work for her. She's a bit spoiled, if you ask me. Here, take what I have. Wouldn't want it said that I didn't do my part when the mine was in trouble.
This dungeon is cursed.
I never knew kwama could be so vicious. Praise Vivek. I need to get these potions to the workers as soon as possible. I'm sure it will help. It has to. I don't know. How would I know? I don't go into the mine. Why are you asking me? I'm sorry. This is so stressful. I'm worried about my husband, Boril. He went back inside, and I have no idea what happened to my idiot cousin, Renvis. He's concerned about the workers. Thinks they're still in the mine. I'm so worried. Boril hasn't raised a sword in years, and the kwama aren't acting normal. Will you go after him? Take him these potions, and drink one yourself before you go.
What a terrible waste. I hope you drank one of Adras's potions. Otherwise, this is going to be a short visit. Here's another tip, free of charge. Keep your weapon handy. I've never seen the kwama this aggressive. It's such a waste, isn't it? You're going to have to kill a lot of kwama to get through the tunnels, right? Letting them rot won't help anyone. Why not harvest their cuttle? It's the waxy stuff on their beaks. 1,000,001 uses. I'll give you a fair price for it.
In all my years, I've never seen anything like this. I came back to look for my wife's cousin Renvis and the rest of our missing workers, but I haven't had much luck. I've been stumbling around in the dark, trying to avoid getting eaten by kwama. But I did discover something quite disturbing. Treachery. The mine is filled with open vials spewing noxious fumes. This was no accident. I sealed several of the vials and cleared this chamber, but I can't get down to the lower levels without getting swarmed by kwama. If you do, you'll be the hero of Deepcrag. Seal the vials in the middle and lower chambers. If you run into any miners, give them one of Idrasa's potions. And keep an eye out for Cousin Renvis. He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
You're brave, reaching in there like that.
Thanks. I'll make my way out of here.
Thanks. I'll make my way out of here.
I'll make my way out of here.
The kwama went crazy. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Why did the kwama go crazy? The smoke vials were a joke. She said nobody'd get hurt. She promised. I didn't do anything wrong, I swear. It wasn't even my idea. It was all Idrasa's idea. I knew it was wrong. I promised that if I don't get eaten by kwama, I'll go to the temple in Mournhold and pray to the gods with all my might. I'll even give gold to poor people, when I get some gold. We have to get out of here. I know a shortcut, but there's a big kwama in the way. It went into that tunnel over there. If you poke its eggs, I bet it'll come out. Then we can run up the tunnel and escape. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for anyone to get hurt. Thanks. I did a stupid thing. Yggdrasil gave me this necklace, so I'd do it. She said it was a present from Cousin Borrel when they got married. It's worth more than I earn in a month. She said Cousin Borrel only cares about the kwama. She thought that if the mine got closed for a few days, he might take her to Mournhold. She wanted to dance and shop and have fun. She never thought the kwama would go crazy. Here, take Yggdrasil's necklace. I don't want it anymore. I can get out through the tunnel, now that it's clear. I'm really sorry. Really, really sorry. I'm getting out of here. No more kwama mining for me.
Were you able to gather any kwama, Cuttle? What does it matter? The kwama had to be killed. Is it better that the Cuttle go to waste? Why pass up the opportunity to make some gold? Or are you thinking of selling the Cuttle yourself? My idea, my profit. Alchemists can't get enough of it, and it's not commonly available. That makes this the perfect situation. I won't apologize for being pragmatic. You fetcher! It was my idea. Fine. I'll give it to Borrel. I'm sure he'll pat me on the head for being so loyal and honest. Who needs all those annoying gold pieces cluttering up their purse anyway?
You're back. Is everything all right at the mine now? Then you know what I did. I can hear it in your voice. It was foolish and dangerous. I'm so ashamed. I've been trying to make up for all this by helping the injured workers. It was a gift from Borrel. If he sees it, he'll know I was involved. Please. I deserve to be punished, but I don't want to lose Borrel. If you don't reveal my part in this, I promise I'll find a way to make up for it.
Sick workers, poison fumes, enraged kwama. Could anything else go wrong? Let me see that. This is my wife's amulet. She told Renvis to poison the mine? Why would she do such a thing? Foolish, selfish woman. Workers were hurt. Livestock was killed. I won't tell the others what she did, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to trust her again. I can't believe she was so selfish and thoughtless. Maybe I'll send her to my mother's net farm in Stonefalls. She'll hate that even more than Deepcrag.
Please forgive me. I'll never do such a foolish thing again.
Foolish, selfish woman. I'm sending you to my mother's netch farm in Stonefalls.
Not your mother's. Not Netch's. Anything but that, dear husband. Boral will send me away. I can't blame him. I'm grateful he didn't tell the workers what I did.
You know, I think I'll stay right here for a while. I shouldn't have stood up. Look how swollen that ankle is. Resting my twisted ankle, I was sent to Mournhold to get help for Master Raston, but an Aelit chased me into the swamp. Stupid Aelit. Please, go to our trading post and speak to Hlenir Redoran. She could really use your help. Master Raston went to talk to the leaders of the Mabrigash tribe, and never came back. Hlenir can tell you more, if you're interested.
I miss Ebonheart. I wish I was home. Master Raston Vendil is missing. He went into the Mabrigash camp to make a trade deal. It seems he, misread the mood of this tribe. Something went wrong. I wish we'd never come to the Vale of the Ghost Snake. Ashlanders, but even more isolated than most, worship some snake spirit. Raston wants to trade for their unique snakeskin leather. They won't tell me anything right now, probably because I'm part of House Hlaalu. Maybe they will talk to you. I heard that the Farseer calls the shots, but Raston dismissed the notion. He wants an exclusive deal for the beautiful leathers the Mabrigash make, and he may have overstepped. Raston was speaking to Gulakan Haranot the last time I saw him. Who knows how these places get their names? Ithrini said she heard that the ghost snake was Sithis. Nonsense if you ask me. All I know is that I saw big snakes near the swamps. They looked very real to me, not ghostly. Thank you for agreeing to look for Master Raston. I'm sure he was going to talk to Gulakan Haranot. Perhaps he can tell you where Raston's gotten to. I think the Farseer runs the tribe, but Raston dismissed that idea. He doesn't believe a woman could have that kind of power. I hope he didn't insult her. Anyway, Raston went to talk to Gulakan Haranot. That was the last time I saw him.
Are we going to race?
What can the Mabrigash do for you, outsider? Outsiders have no place here. The House Hlalu Highlands should pack up and go. The trader is in Farseer Bodani's hands now. That thought has also crossed my mind. You think like a wise woman. I like that. The trader insulted the Farseer and her anger has blinded her to such consequences. Talk to wise woman Iru Ahan. She may be able to help you. If you must. We don't make up stories just to frighten outsiders. This Vale is an ancient place, protected by an ancient entity. The Mabrigash have served that entity for many generations. That ignorant outsider, let's just say that he mocked us and made the Farseer very angry. He will serve the Ghost Snake. The Farseer will make sure of that. We do not welcome outsiders, but we treat them with courtesy if they respect our ways.
I love a good fire. Reminds me of being a kid. Being hungry wasn't so bad when you were warm.
You are not one of the women from the Hlalu outpost. What do you want? The merchant isn't your concern. His fate is in the hands of the Farseer and the Ghost Snake. Still, something disturbs the Vale. I thought it was the merchant, but now the signs and portents point to you. The signs and portents are all around us, influencing events. Can you not see them? If you want my advice, you should... Wait! What's that? Your presence has aroused the Serpent Bound. Find the Serpent Bound. Hurry!
What madness is this, restless spirits? Why have you left the sanctity of the Coiled Path? Be calm, spirits. Trust in the wisdom of the Ghost Snake.
This is an outrage! I want to speak to the man in charge of this tribe, you crazy woman!
Another outsider. But this one... I have seen this one in my visions. We must speak. I'm not sure if I should welcome you or curse you. This fool has pestered our hunters, importuned our wise women, and insulted me by demanding to speak to the man in charge of our tribe. I brook no challenges to my authority, or disruptions to the Vale. I was going to take him to the Ghost Snake, but all that changed when you arrived. I have seen a vision of you upon the Coiled Path. You have a role to play in deciding the fate of this man, and our Vale. There is something unusual about you. I sense it, and certainly the Ghost Snake knows of you. Talk to this man. Take his measure. Then speak to me when you're ready to face the trial of the ghost snake.
I'm a master trader from House Lalu. I'm welcome everywhere, but these people want to sacrifice me to some snake. How should I know? I'm an honest merchant. I just wanted to set up a little trade agreement with the tribe. They make some gold, we make some gold, everybody wins. Next thing I know, they tie me up and act like I committed some crime. I was soaking up the local flavor, if you know what I mean. These Mabrigash ladies are lovely, but my flirting made that witch Badani mad. Besides, they refused to let me speak to the man in charge. Why are they being this way? Well, I did ask the Farseer to summon her boss and get me a glass of Shane, but I asked nicely and everything. Don't let them feed me to the snake. I didn't do anything wrong. I hope she listens to reason. She acts like she's in charge, but she wouldn't even listen to my proposal. Trade proposal, mind you, not a marriage proposal. Those snake hides would earn them plenty of gold. Plenty of gold for all of us.
Back inside.
Of course, of course. Care to join me? Oh, never mind. I'm going.
I see shifting shadows and change in our future. And what do you think of that, man? Yet he managed to offend and insult nearly everyone. My visions tell me that you will decide this man's fate, as well as the fate of my tribe. You will walk the Coiled Path and seek counsel with the ghost snake. Follow the Coiled Path to the Fang Spires. Collect exactly 8 bog rats along the way to make a proper offering. Few ever reach the spires. Serpent-bound ghosts will challenge you every step of the way. They already sense your presence. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mabrigash alike. But you must speak to the ghost snake. The Coiled Path begins just outside the village, but know that the serpent-bound will block your way. The ghost snake has a taste for bog rats. They make a proper offering. But only if you bring exactly 8 of the plump creatures to the Fang Spires. Do not question the will of the ghost snake. Besides, that's exactly the number of rats that fit in the bag I gave you. More than that I cannot say. The mystery of the sacred number is not for the ears of an outsider. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mabrigash alike. But you must speak to the ghost snake. The Coiled Path begins just outside the village, but know that the serpent-bound will block your way.
Nicely done!
Your offering pleases me. The warm blood was sent by those who honor and protect this veil. Most curious. Every path leads in two directions, into light and into darkness. Light and dark, good and evil, sunlight and shadow. Two sides to all things, little warm blood. Let me show you. The warm blood is skillful and cunning. The Mabrigash must make their own choices. Connect with the world outside or remain isolated. It is never only light or shadow. As long as they honor my kin and I, they are free to do as they please. Some can stay isolated in the Veil, or some may choose the outside world. Two sides of the same path. The merchant's presence has already changed the Veil. What happens next is inevitable. I am the Ghost Snake. I am both constant and ever-changing. One thing to you, another perhaps to the Mabrigash. Aid the Mabrigash as you will. The choice is yours to make. I can send you back to the Farseer. She waits for you at her tent.
I've spoken to some of the Mabrigash wise women. They've been perfectly polite. I'm glad to see that you returned safely.
You walked the Coiled Path and survived? Has the ghost snake spoken? Ghost Snake is wise, but inscrutable. I had hoped he would demand that we bring the merchant to him. It's no coincidence that you arrived at the same time as the merchant. You are bound up in this. You must help us decide. I crafted a snake totem representing the entwined fates of the Mabrigash and the merchant. Get it from my tent. I will have the merchant brought here.
I'm a respected House Lalu merchant. How dare they treat me this way?
Watch your step among the Mabrigash, outsider.
A decision must be made. Our fate depends upon it. Now you must choose. If the Mabrigash are to remain isolated, place the totem in the fire. If we are to change our ways and trade with the Hlalu, give the totem to the merchant. He will remain in the Vale, serving the ghost snake. I know only that it will change us. Whether for good or ill, only time will tell. Seek guidance where you would. Speak to my people, the merchant, or even the merchant's assistant if you wish. But then you must choose.
Watch your step among the Mabrigash, outsider. Raston claims things won't change, but I don't trust him. If you ask me, the Hlalu are just one step above thieves. If it were up to me, Raston would have quietly disappeared the first night he arrived here. But you're the one making the decision, not me.
I'm a respected House Lalu merchant. How dare they treat me this way? So they treat me like some sort of criminal? I've been nothing but respectful, and trade would help them. Of course I benefit. I'm a merchant. Trading is what I do. How about this? Propose a limited trade agreement on their terms, and I'll agree to keep other traders away from the Vale.
I knew a woman would successfully navigate the Coiled Path. At first, I just wanted the merchant to go away. But I've been thinking, perhaps it wouldn't be so bad to deal with the outside world. No, many are set in their ways and fear change. But if we're cautious, we may benefit in the long run. I've spoken to some of the Mabrigash wise women. They've been perfectly polite. I've been on the receiving end of Raston's vaunted charms a time or two. I'm not surprised he managed to offend every woman in the Vale. I wonder if the Farseer would consider another option. I don't wish Raston ill, but I have an idea. They let Raston live, as long as he promises never to speak of the Vale or return here. Then they sign a trade agreement with me. They deal with me, and I keep other Hlaalu traders away. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Everyone wins. Raston doesn't end up as snake food. I gain prestige among the Hlaalu, and Mabrigash can limit the amount of influence the outside world places on the Veil.
Our fate rests in your hands. By your next action, our fate will be sealed. If the Mabrigash are to grant access to the Veil, give the totem to the merchant. If we are to remain isolated, tending the Veil without outside interference, burn the totem in the fire. My vision was clear. Your actions will affect our future, perhaps in ways we cannot yet see. Tevini spoke with Iruahan and made that same suggestion. A sly ploy. Clever. I admire that. I would be willing to deal with a smart woman who respects and understands our ways. Raston will remain our guest while we finalize details with the female trader. We have ways to make sure he never speaks of us again. But have no fear. He will be released shortly. Pity. He would have served the ghost snake well.
Let's ride. You always take me to such nice places.
I've been waiting to try this spell out. best. Don't underestimate us.